So before I get into this next video with showing you the tool or the more of these indicators, I did want to show you this real quick. And what I'm looking at here is I put together a spreadsheet. And so what happens, we were talking about the price movement of the stock and what does it mean value wise. So when you are gonna buy an option, there's it's called the oh, what am I? It is it's the delta that you're looking at, the delta of that option. Now, on this particular put, this was for the IWM, and at the moment, these change all the time with the options that you're purchasing. Normally, I would be purchasing an option that would have had like a point 0.7 or a 0.65, something like that. But even with the 0.25, and this was a put, and you may recall that the one of the price ranges we looked at was a $15.33 price change in that security. And so the gain per share is $3.83. You think, well, that's not a whole lot, but keep in mind that per contract, you have 100 shares. So that $15.33 for one contract meant you just made a profit of $383.23. And that particular contract um, costs you somewhere in the neighborhood of around like $3 or $3.83. So I think, let me double check that just to make sure I'm not fibbing to you. I don't like not being accurate. Let's see. Yeah, that particular one, it was, I'm sorry, it was 24 cents. So, um, so anyhow, so that cost you very little. Basically, it cost you $25 to get in it. That 25 cents per share. So $25 to get in it. You risked $250 total, but it cost you $25 to get in it, and you made $383 if you had 10 contracts. See, this is where the whole idea behind the option is you're setting up your strategy around price movement for one share or one contract. But then once you get comfortable and you've done this long enough where you realize, yeah, I really don't get, I've grasped it, it's working for me. So now you can scale it, and that's where you start adding contracts. So in other words, let's say instead of 10 contracts, you had five, you would have made almost $2,000. Okay, but what if you had 50 contracts? You could have made on that same trade, that same movement, you could have made a little over $19,000. Now, what controls or what impacts the number of contracts? It's your buying power, and your buying power is going to be based off of how much you have in your brokerage account. So if you're starting out really low, you're not going to be able to buy 50 shares. You might or 50 contracts. You might not even be able to buy 10. Maybe you can only buy one, but you buy the one, you make that money, and you don't take it out of your brokerage account. You start building up that brokerage account, and then pretty soon you'll have enough in that brokerage account that you can switch to to where maybe you're buying five at a time, and now you're really starting to increase. And maybe a few weeks later, now you can afford, I can do 10 at a time, and that's how you build your wealth. But anyhow, I just wanted to show you that real quick, and then we'll do the next video.